Hey guys, Sheet up here, and it is time to review Animal Farm. So yeah, let's get into it right now. Animal Farm starts off with continuing really from Legends in Exile, or at least dealing with the aftermath of it. You see Rose and Jack going about their punishments. Rose goes to a different one. Jack is about to just pretty much clean and stuff. And in Legends of Exile, you knew their relationship was strained, but you didn't know how strained it was. You didn't know really why the anger and stuff was here, and after Animal Farm you will, between Rose Red and Snow White. Now, as you can see, Rose Red is really the aggressor here. She fucking hates Snow White. I mean, fucking hates her. And thank God someone can finally talk to Snow White in a different way. Because if Bigby wasn't going to do it, when I was first reading through this, you're like, who's going to be the one to even like calm her down, take her down a peg? And if it's not Bigby Wolf, if he's not going to do it, who the fuck is? Like, is anyone going to talk back to her? And oh boy, Rose Red says whatever the fuck she wants to Snow White. She's the one who can say anything at all to her. And Snow White backs down. Snow White really can't come back at her like she does with other people. I mean, she's in trouble because of what she did, but outside of that, Rose Red does not give two fucks. She'll say whatever the fuck she wants to Snow White. So Snow White's plan is to try to somewhat mend this relationship that is really damaged. Really because of Rose Red, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So they're going to Animal Farm, and that's when the story really starts to take place because Wayland is not there. They're wondering why, what the hell happened. They see all these animals gathered around talking about stuff, and eventually they go and talk to the three little pigs. Now, from that discussion, you can tell how much the animals are pissed how another human is running the farm. And to be fair, I kind of agree with the animals on here. Kind of agree, like, why would you pick a man to run an animal farm when these are fables? They have intelligence, they can talk to you. This isn't just your typical, of course, pig or something, or dog. Like, these people can talk back, they can conversate, so why would you have a man run the farm? They had a good point. The three little pigs had a good point, and Snow White kind of understood, but really didn't take up what they were saying, so that leads to, of course, Colin dying, and then we go into the next issue. So the next issue, they're trying to find out what happened to Colin after his death. They don't know who did it, so there's a little bit of an investigation going on. Rose Red goes her separate way, and Snow White kind of goes hers, and eventually we get to Goldilocks. And this bitch is crazy. She's not as crazy in Animal Farm. She's more logical and stuff, but wait till we see her when she gets back. Anyway, Goldilocks is trying to get this revolution started, and she's trying to get this revolution started because she wants Fabletown. She really doesn't really care about the Animal Farm. She just wants to have her own thing and run it. I mean, she does care about the animals to some degree. She doesn't just like, I don't give a fuck about them, but she does have her own agenda, and she does care because she will hook up with any animal. Legit anything. Goldilocks does not care. She doesn't care what species you are. She will hook up with you if she likes you or she has a connection. It does not matter. Bestiality is not a thing for Goldilocks. She already hooked up with one of the bears, and I'm pretty sure that's not the only hookup she's done. Anyway, Reynard the Fox overhears what happened and figures out that they are the ones who killed Colin. And he's on the run, trying to run and get back to Snow White to tell her that she's in trouble because their whole plan is to get to Snow White. Meanwhile, Rose Red goes off with Posey, and I gotta just say, I felt bad for Posey. I felt so bad for that one pig, and I like the dude who played the voice of him because, oh my god, like he kinda got what I was going for, because Rose Red, when they were talking about it in that little house they have, she was just like, oh, you poor little piggies, whatever. Like, it seemed like she didn't really care. It was just like, oh, it's just cute that you guys actually have a problem. I felt bad for Posey. I felt bad for him. Yes, he was trying to do a revolution and he was willing to kill for it, but he wasn't that bad. He's not like done. I felt bad for Posey. Anyway, Rose Red goes off with Posey because he's trying to convert her to the cause, because she seems somewhat more sympathetic than Snow White, which is true, because fucking Snow White. Anyway, yeah, eventually Reynard the Fox does get to Snow White, and he does tell her that, yeah, this is a setup, they're after you, so you best to get on and start doing something. The next issue starts off with Rose Red taking up their cause, and when you first read this, you believe it because Rose Red hates Snow White that much. I mean, she really hates this bitch. And thank God, like I said again, that someone could actually come at her. I really like Rose Red, by the way. I know she is a fucking bitch too, but it's kind of like, she knows she's a bitch. Snow White doesn't think she's a bitch. She just thinks she's right. Rose Red knows that she fucks up and stuff, so I like Rose Red. She's one of my favorite characters, if not favorite, but yeah, she is a bitch. She's very, very, very bitchy. Just like Snow White. They're both bitchy in different ways. Reynard the Fox has told Snow White that they are on the run and they are after them, and right now Goldilocks' plan and the animals, it's going great. They have cut off connections. Snow White is really trapped and the animals are after her. And let's face it, a human against an animal with tigers, panthers, and all of them without a gun, you're not going to do great. You're not going to do great. And you only have a fox. It's not like you have a lion or something on your side. Well, they do, but he's not there right now. Anyway, they're on the run, running for their life. And I mean running, because there's like a tiger after them and everything. So yeah, shit is going down for them and everyone is on the lookout for them. They get separated, Reynard the Fox and Snow White. Reynard tries to distract the tiger Shere Khan, doesn't work. So yeah, it's just Shere Khan against Snow White. Eventually she's able to get away from him and shoot him down. And this is the first time you see Snow White vulnerable. She's had this hard exterior and she's actually crying. And when she says crybaby, I didn't get this line when I first read through it. But once you see her history, you'll know why she said that line. She's being very hard on herself, and you're wondering why, or at least I was wondering why she would be saying that. But once you, again, read her history, and when we go back and eventually get back to that point, I'll say why this was so different for me. Now it makes complete sense on why she said that line and why she's being hard on herself, but at first I didn't get it. But it will make sense way down the line. She finds Waylon thanks to Reynard the Fox telling her where to find him. She eventually gets there. Problem being, Goldilocks and the crew show up as well. They take her, chain her up. Rose Red does not want her to die, so the hate is still there, but she just doesn't want Rose Red to die. She still has some love for her sister, even though she hates her fucking guts. It's just the type of hate that anything can happen to you as long as you don't die. At least that's what it appears to be. So after Rose Red convinces them not to kill Snow White, just to chain her up, they leave, and it's just Snow White and Waylon Smith trying to figure out how to get out. Eventually they do get out of this mess. Reynard the Fox is there, and it sets up for the final showdown. In the meantime, the other Fables from Fabletown are trying to get there. Bigsby Wolf cannot go there because he has been banned from the farm because of his past deeds. So it's only Boy Blue, Prince Charming, Bluebeard, that gang of crazy misfits is trying to help them, which is like, of all the people to try to help them, that's just like a weird combination. Snow White has came up with a plan, and this pretty much checkmates the whole animal revolution because they are eventually able to wake the three giants and the dragon, and it's game over after that. All the animals know it's over because it's a fucking dragon. What the fuck can they do? He'll burn it down. Plus they have the three giants. It's over. It's done. Everyone knows it. At first, it looked like the revolution was going to win because it was so much in their favor, but it's like that one piece comes on the board and it's over. It's like they got a new queen on the board and it's a wrap. They can't do anything. It's checkmate. So yeah, that brings an end to the revolution. The other Fable characters come, but it's already over by the time they get there, and they're just doing cleanup. But during that cleanup, Goldilocks is able to slip away and shoot Snow White in the head, which I'm glad they kept Goldilocks there. I'm really glad they didn't kill her off, because we needed to see her again. The bitch is crazy. We got to see more of her. She's really fucking crazy, guys. Like, she's going to get so much fucking worse the next time we see her. So much worse. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't kill her off, so we will be seeing more of her when she gets back. I liked the voice actress that played her too. It's kind of different playing her in Animal Farm than it's going to probably be in the next time we see her, because in Animal Farm she's more logical and straightforward, which she still is. She still is that logical, straightforward thinking type of character, but she also gets a little bit fucking crazy in the next time we see her. So that was it for Goldilocks, and we go into the final issue. The final issue shows the aftermath of what has taken place. Snow White is recovering in a hospital, and I was just laughing my ass off. I'm sorry. I just love how she woke up with just noises. I don't know. I was laughing at it. I'm sorry. It was funny as fuck to me. But yeah, they show everything. Bigby Wolf goes and tells her what has happened. What's happened to some of the people who took part in the revolution and are getting punished for it. And you see the 3 little pigs as well get punished for it. Well, one of them was already dead, but the other ones die. And they just do Posey wrong, man. They do him wrong. He was trying to say a defense. He was just like, no, we don't want to hear your defense. Shut up. Just go away. You're going to die. I was like, come on. Can he at least talk? I felt bad for Posey. I really, really felt bad for Posey. I thought he should have lived out of all the 3 little pigs. Dunn was an asshole. Dunn was a straight asshole. I was like, yeah, he could go on the chopping block and die. But Posey, he cared. He didn't want to be in a prison. I couldn't blame him for it. He didn't even go as radical as Goldilocks and Dunn. Dunn and Goldilocks were the crazy, crazy ones, like, especially Goldilocks. But he was trying to do the right thing, but he didn't want to be in a prison. I can't blame Posey. I can't blame a lot of the animals for that, but yeah, I felt bad for him. Dunn was also played greatly, I think. He kind of has to have this intellectual type of tone to him, and I thought the VA did a good job for that because he talks in a certain way. At least that's how I interpreted it when I was reading it, so that's what I was looking for. After all the punishments have taken place, of course, Waylon Smith was fired because after that hectic type of situation, they wanted a new leader, which you can understand. So now it is Rose Red and Snow White. So Snow White was thinking that Rose Red had gotten punished, and she didn't because it turned out she was the one actually giving Snow White a chance to overcome the situation they were in. It came out in the trial that she had did this to help them overcome their situation, and if she didn't, they would have died very, 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 very quickly. So she was the one who wound up saving them and giving Snow White the time to come up with a plan and to finish this. And eventually Snow White came up with a plan and she finished it. So now they have their face-to-face, and this has been brewing. Why has Rose Red just hated Snow White? Just hated her for these past 4 issues, because really in Legends of Exile we didn't really see it. We just knew about it. In this one, we saw how much of anger she had towards Snow White. So now it's time to have that conversation. This issue is really based off Rose Red, because all this issue did was give us an update on what was happening. And if that was the case, you could have just added in an epilogue at the end of issue 9 and that would have been it. But yeah, this is based off Rose Red and of course the VA's performance, because she's the one who has to come with it. Because Rose Red, this is all about her. Snow White doesn't really talk that much in this dialogue. She talks a little bit, but it's really based off Rose Red and her jealousy towards Snow White. And I thought she did a good job. But yeah, that's based off this issue, is that strong part of Rose Red's dialogue. This is all the issue comes down to. So without it, it falls on deaf ears. The issue is just meh, because it just gives you an update, really. You really wanted to see why Rose Red does not like Snow White, and it's based off jealousy. That's why she took her husband. That's why she's been trying to make her life a living hell. It's because of jealousy. And there's more to it. There's a lot more to it than just jealousy. You'll see that when they go through their history, but there's a lot more to it than just jealousy. Rose Red also feels betrayed by Snow White to some degree. That's why she brings up that, why didn't you send for me when you went off with Prince Charming? And there's a lot more to that. At first I thought it was just like, okay, she just didn't know. No, there's more to that. There's a lot of hints and stuff to later events that's going to happen that's going to make it more clear. So Rose Red wants to control the farm, and this is what I didn't get. Snow White, we just had a revolution because of a human controlling the farm. So you give it to another human to control the farm. Snow White, of all the things to say no to, this would have been the one. We just had a revolution. Why don't you pick someone like, I don't know, Reynard the Fox, the Lion, someone else besides a human to run the farm? We just had this happen. Snow White don't make no sense sometimes. I fucking hate her. Why would you do that? Why? I know you're trying to mend the relationship, but it's like, come on. Come the fuck on, man. It's like a white dude leading the Black Panthers or something, or leading the civil rights movement. Come on, what the fuck, Snow White? Anyway. So yeah, Rose Red controls the farm now. She's the one who is now in control of the farm, and that's how the issue ends. It seems like Rose Red has turned the curve. She has gone face. If you don't know wrestling terms, that's like good and evil. But yeah, she's turned face. And she will never have a problem again. Yeah, that's not true. That's not true at all. That is not true at all. She'll be back. It's going to take a while, but she'll be back to her bitchy ways. So if you thought that was it, no. Oh, she'll be back. She'll be back. Honestly, I like it like that. I like it when Rose Red is a mess. I think it makes it better. So yeah, that is Animal Farm, and that's my review. Gave you a little bit behind the scenes, gave you the full review, really, really full review. And yeah, there's one more thing we have to do. I didn't forget. We need to take that one shot for every review and update. So here we go. Here's a drink to the Animal Farm. It's good. Here's the shot, and yeah, more like a sip. It wasn't really a shot, but anyway, I will see you on the Jack solo, or we'll do the two-parter. I'm not sure which one's going to come out. We may do the two-parter first, or we may do the Jack solo first. Really, the order could go any way. I'm not really tripping off it, whichever one gets done. Oh, I almost forgot to give a score for the review. So I think I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Really good review. Not perfect, not the best thing ever, but really, really solid issue. And I think it's fair. 8 out of 10 for Fables Animal Farm, for all of them. And I will see you either on the one part or the two-parter. Not sure which one yet. And yeah, see you about. Peace.